We're back, baby. We are most certainly back. Bitcoin thrusting up to new all-time highs. The Matrix attacking me. All of these stories are running concurrent, friends. You see, all of the traditional things are starting to happen. I'm going to go through some juicy stuff with you, like what Warren Buffett said about Bitcoin at $580. That'll be interesting. What about Uncle Peter Schiff? Is Uncle Peter Schiff coping? Yes, he is. But first, we're back. I'm coming for you, Matrix. Couldn't keep me down. We're back, baby. Well. I told you we're back. Couldn't keep us down, huh? We survived through so much. If you actually go, you plot out everything we survived from, man. Like, we started from, firstly, the industry was literally word zero because Soy Bankman-Fried was running the world's biggest Ponzi. Of course, in crypto, we got a guy to run the world's biggest Ponzi. Oh, man, it's so funny. Oh, so friends, just some fun. We say Ponzi for everything, but Ponzi really refers to where people don't know how the money is made and it's obfuscated. That's what it really refers to. But we use the term Ponzi, we interchange it with greater fool. Because in crypto, once you realize, because in crypto, right, things go really high and then really low, and then you realize value's subjective, right? It's in the eye of the beholder. So you're like, because when you're new to stocks, you think there's a formula, and stocks like have to go up based off cash flow and stuff like it. But very interesting, right? Stocks do have a meme, but that cash flow doesn't apply as a meme to crypto. So if you have something not on the stock market but somewhere else, and it earns revenue and fees and stuff, it doesn't trade the same multiples as stocks. It doesn't work the same way. It's a different subset of people who are participating in it, which flips you out. Because you think it's kind of like E equals MC squared, where a company has to be trading at a stock value relative to its cash flow. And you know, there are correlations where you can see the stock price and future cash flow, they go up and up in time. They track each other. And I can actually show you some. I mean, it even works for the whole index. I mean, check this out. S&P 500 versus the operating earnings per share. You see how they move in line. And this is over a grand macro scale, right? So they all correlate, friends. S&P 500, the earnings. See, look at this is the interesting, yeah. The S&P 500 is this price chart, the orange, and the earnings, they go up and down, yeah. I mean, but it moves together. It's kind of funny. They turn together. They just go up together. They correlate to each other. So it is interesting how it tracks. But different stocks, they trade differently. Like, for example, Tesla was trading like a 300 PE or something. 100 PE means it takes 100 years to make back your money. So it's a different paradigm about how we think about stuff and value and everything out here. And we know that, right? Like, for example, gold. Gold, friends, gold's worth 22 trillion. It's the biggest market cap, biggest asset in the whole world. What is gold's cash flow? Nothing. Gold literally does nothing. All you can do is sell it, okay? You have residual industrial use, it's about 10%. It's literally nothing. Interesting. Why is gold worth so much, though? Interesting. Gold, it's the meme, bro. People believe that gold is a store of value, therefore it is. And it does track the real M2 money supply growth of the world. That's why gold's growth rate is like being like 6 to 8% per year, whatever, for a long time. It's kind of funny, in these countries where they don't have fiat systems where they do money supply, gold's growth rate wasn't that big. It was very stable. It's interesting. But even then, friends, I just want to remind you, how much back are we? Always so back. I mean, like Uncle Peter Schiff, with Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs today in dollars, it's a great time to sell some and buy silver ahead of silver's next big leg up. Even if Bitcoin keeps rising for a while, silver should rise much more. And while Bitcoin can easily crash, silver's downside seems very limited. Silver's downside is limited. We don't care about downside though, bro. We care about upside. We've been through a lot of things. Let me show you the silver chart. This is the monthly chart. Oh my gosh, this is 2011. Gosh, what a freaking nightmare, bro. You're telling me you've been waiting for 15 years and it still hasn't gone anywhere? Jeez, man. So hopefully for silver, this doesn't eventually crank up. Yeah, you remember this, man. This is wild, right? Friends, this is big. You know what you can actually do, right? If you divide silver by the S&P 500, yeah, and you get like a big chart of it over time, this is it. Let me just show you the chart. That's what it looks like. That's silver. Silver did this blow off top, right? Up here. This is when they had the run. I think there was the one of the brothers, these guys, they cornered the silver market. They basically cornered it, got up all the supply, and the government pretty much fined them for it. So you can see, obviously, silver's really, really, really low. You might say, oh my gosh, my friend Tommy, I think that silver's going to go back to this level. That's a 10x appreciation. I know. But. That's 10x in 8 years. I hope it gets, and by the way, that's big because that's 10x on top of the stock market. Yeah, so silver's got huge potential. The problem though, there, friends, these are the monthly charts, man. This is a long time. My gosh. You know, and by the way, are you prepared? What if it does that and then it comes back down and now you're waiting to 2039? You know what I mean? Man, look, if I didn't know about crypto, because gold and silver are so cheap against stocks, I would be I'd be doing 50-50. That's how aggressive I'd be. 50% S&P 500 DCA, 50% gold and silver. I'd be doing. I mean, look at the ratio. I mean, eventually it's going to snap. Eventually, one day. But look at this, friends. I'm in 2034 now. Okay? So, yeah, Uncle Peter Schiff is right. The thing is, though, man, you're like, man, you don't have $84,000 to throw into something. You know, most people got like $84, $840. But it's nice that we're aware of these commodities and everything out here, right? And also, the future's going digital, you know? So, crypto network effects probably going to get more upside. Look how smart this guy sounds, friends. I mean, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll start off with Warren Buffett, friends. Warren Buffett said this when it was $580.
It does not meet the test of a currency. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not around in 10 or 20 years.
Why does it not meet the definition of a currency?
Well, because people say, well, I'll sell you goods in Bitcoins, but they change the price of those every time the price of the dollar changes in relation to Bitcoin. They're pricing off the dollar. They could say, well, I'll sell it to you in barrels of oil, but if every time the price of oil changes, they change the number of barrels you have to have. That's not your oil is not the currency.
So, sounds smart. I mean, like, you know, he's worth 80 billion. Oracle Omaha, a 20.6% compounded rate. One of the greatest investors ever. Giant foresight. I know he hasn't done much for the past 25 years, but that's because the dude's 90. You know, so he cranked it and he smashed it all the way from like when it was like 18. Did his first investment. He bought a stock at like $22. I think it went down to 15. It comes back to 25. He sells. Then it runs all the way up to like $60. And he's like, that's it. I'm never cheating again. By the way, that's literally it. Obviously, I've got the numbers of it, but that's Warren Buffett's first story. He's like, that's it. Never cheating again. Ah! That's literally his first story. He's like, I'm never doing that cheating stuff ever again. By the way, friends, as I picked up Spoonie, one of the pegs flew off. Unbelievable. It literally just flew off and hit the floor. So, I think the future's looking bright. Now, Warren Buffett sounds smart, right? Here's the thing, though. Okay? Sounds real smart. He is smart. Turns out, so you want to know, Sammy, Bitcoin is up 200x higher from this point. Yes. Why were we right and Warren Buffett wrong? It's because network effects is the new meme. Metcalfe's law. Warren Buffett gives zero weight to a digital world. Zero. All right? He's, friends, in his world, okay, he's still writing with the pen with the feather on it, and they've got leather books. Yes, he's back in those days, right? He doesn't know that kids are literally terminally online. Yeah. Kids don't care if you don't live near each other anymore. You know, friends, I'm actually flipping out. Kids got like friends in Japan, Ireland, probably an Antarctic friend too. They don't care. They literally don't care. It's like, it makes sense. We're like, we talk to each other 99% of the time anyway. We're like at the movies, like, for 1 hour every 2 months. The rest of the time we're talking to each other. So who cares whether we like see him in person or not? Like, it's wild. That's just a new world. Everyone's online. They're online with the games. It's the metaverse. We are on this. And so if they're spending all the time there, guess what? They're going to value the digital things. Also, like sports stars. When you play games, friends, like, Counter-Strike, StarCraft, Dota, League of Legends, all the amazing esports stars, people know them. They got cred. Also, look at crypto Twitter with traders. That's like sports stars. Yeah, look at crypto KOLs. Like, even look at me, my fluffy microphone, right? We all have a connection with each other. Totally different world. You're not really interested in like all the latest sports people. It's just Generation Z and the Generation Beta, which is like the most unfortunate name of all time. Generation Beta, it actually is their generation. They're growing up in digital realm. The money's digital, which is Bitcoin. Everything's digital, okay? That's what Warren missed because he just came from a different time, okay? He's in analog world. Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder, right? Gillette, by the way, yes, Warren Buffett, he did buy Gillette, actually the razor blades, right? So it's kind of funny, like, who would have thought instead of buying razor blade companies, you should be buying companies that make JPEGs of razor blades and put them in games and make them scarce. That would have been fun. But that's just how it played out. So we're back. Network effects are real. We're all here. That's how everything is valued. And it's not because people are bored. It's because the market's smart. The market knows that the world is going to get 3D printers, is going to get AI. The world is becoming more commoditized. It's easier to go and make stuff. The travel routes are getting faster. They are. The connections between countries are getting faster over time. You don't need to wait 8 weeks for something from China. Now you're going to wait like 3 to 4 days. You got to imagine, man, that's a huge. You don't have to wait 2 to 3 months. You can get the stuff in like, 3 to 5 days doing fast shipments. You got to understand the ramifications of that. That means if you have an elite product, you're like, I don't have a Pikachu doll anymore. Now I've got a Pikachu doll and he's got a baseball cap. Whoa. Okay, someone in China can literally just print the same thing. Everything's becoming commoditized. And someone, in the Western world, they just take it, repackage it, just resell it. So I'm just showing you an example of that. And then think about 3D printers where, you've made a fantastic squeaky chair with an amazing like headrest on it. Okay, someone could just go 3D print that. There you go. So it's amazing because, look, I sat there thinking, man, either the market's wrong or everyone else is wrong. Okay, because everyone else says preposterous, useless, Ponzi, these aren't worth that much. And then I'm thinking, man, I just don't think something that has these boom and bust cycles, which are enormous for the whole industry, not just Bitcoin. I don't think this is this is like a mistake, bro. Something's happening here, right? And then I'm glad I had the inquisitive open mind with my peanut brain, of course. And I realized, oh my gosh, the market's right. The market's right. And by the way, intuitively the market's right because you're like, bro, nothing goes up and drops 90% and then comes back up and then drops 90% and then comes back up. It's not an accident. Something else is happening. And then, figured it out. It's because the value is in the people. An agent. You're an economic agent. Okay, you're just not AI. That's the value, having the person's attention. Okay, there's no value in just having an amazing product because guess what? It can be copy-pasted somewhere else. In a world that's becoming more digitized, like we are now, think about cryptocurrency. If you have mad open source code, if you let's say Hyperliquid or Hyperliquid introduces limit orders to their exchange, of course they have them as a joke, but limit orders. Okay, guess what? Every single other network effect out there adds limit orders. They have it now. I mean, look at Solana, Pump Fund. If the JPEG token launcher was the real edge, why hasn't every other chain boomed off it? They haven't. But they all have it now anyway. I mean, look at Pump Tie. See, every other chain just deployed the Pump Fund stuff. They go, you want a JPEG token launcher? There you go. It's on every chain. Do you see? It's all about the network effect. It's about what we call the community. Right? That's what keeps it alive. So I want you to think about stuff before you hear comments like this. This was when Bitcoin was at 8,500.
The only thing that should double that quickly is the value of Bitcoin. Just kidding. That was a garbage investment and you're an idiot. Bitcoin is just beanie babies for tech bros. Look, man, every person I went to high school with was like, yo, Bitcoin is gonna change your life. BTC? Get on it right now. And I'm like, Tommy Wilson, you work at Office Max. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, by the way, hey, internet comments, it's trading at 6.5K. Go fuck yourself. Look.
What's the trading now, bro? What's the trading now? Closer to 120K. That was the bear market stuff. Okay, I just want to show you. See how everyone looks smart and funny when things go down. That was 2000. When was 8,500? I'm not sure exactly when he did it. Maybe it was around here. But you just think about that, right? It was 8,500 and then goes back down here. Bang. See all these little moves. They're like, oh no, it's over. Oh no, it's over. Oh no. Oh no, zombie virus, it's over. It's not over, bro. Just getting started. Whoa. So you got to remember those moments, man, because friends, we got to unwind guys like that. What does unwind mean? It means, listen, you weren't just a little bit wrong, bro. You were so intergalactically wrong, your children's children are going to feel it. That's how wrong you are about this. Young, old, and everything in between. You know, on an unrelated note, I thought this was funny. Do you remember this, friends? The French president, Macron. Now, Brigitte, there's this very conspiracy saying that she's a lady or she's a dude. Okay, a lot of people, and she had this brother that disappeared that she looks exactly like. But apparently, now this is wild. There's a French surgeon, Francois Fevrier. This is wild. Okay, he's dead now. As soon as I hear someone died and this is what they were saying, I'll go, let me listen. I go straight away. You kill him, I'm listening more. They got pushed out of a window in Paris. And he was revealing Brigitte Macron's alleged transgender past. It was a colleague and friend of a specializing transgender transformation surgeon, Patrick Bouilly, who has been linked to Brigitte's past. Just crazy, man. I don't know what to believe anymore. Okay? Anything coming from the government, I've got to question it, man. You tell me a bat had sex with the Pokeball. You tell me the Jenga Towers fell even though Larry Silverstein, the owner, took out $1 billion terrorist insurance on it like 3 months beforehand. You're telling me Epstein... I'm not even gonna talk about the Epstein one. Friends, like we literally just... They actually found the clips where they edited using Adobe Video Editor. They edited it 4 times. And a minute is missing. You're telling me you really want me to believe he offed himself? There's no camera footage. Oh, wait, yes, there is. And it's edited. Why is there a minute missing of time? Check the clock. 11:59 never exists. We just skipped from 11:58 to midnight now. Okay. There was no Epstein list? All right. So question everything, okay? Look, this is running concurrent to our crypto cycle. It means that they're running together. We're having a red pill super cycle. We're having an alien super cycle at the same time, okay? These have to morph into the rest of us. They have to pump with the rest of us. Stablecoin super cycle, meme coin super cycle. They just have to. We've got to get the mania, but we're not there yet. I wonder if AI is going to play a role. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.